So a very, very exciting moment. And let me just say a big thank you to Debbie Baxter for giving me this moment. I mean, it's going to be very exciting, opening my very own tree, my very own one-off painting of my tree. And it just reminds me of the time when I had my tree reading with her and was blown away to find out that out of all the trees that I looked at, and I remember the first tree that I sort of was really drawn to was actually Tony's tree, which we will show you in a bit. And then I went back and looked at this tree and just went, amazing, that is just what I can relate to. And when Debbie went through the reason why this was the message in this tree for me, it was not just really powerful for me to understand what it meant to me, because this is a hawthorn, which people think of as spiky and a bit, I don't know, what would you say, Tony? Spiky and a bit difficult, which clearly I must have moments when I'm spiky and a little bit difficult. But actually had my reading in May, and the name for the hawthorn when it's in blossom is May Blossom. And I love that word, blossom, actually. So it's very, very special. And Debbie also assisted me to look at the combination of my tree and Tony, my husband's tree, and see how those fitted together. And it actually gave me a distinction about which, together with my understanding and my beliefs about the difference between men and women and masculine and feminine, it really helped me to realize that sometimes when I'm in my blossomy mode, even though it's not May, I'm in the blossomy, which might mean that when you see the tree, you'll see what I mean. It's kind of got this whole abundance thing, which of course I love that word abundance, but also in its moments can be a bit too much. And sometimes what Debbie showed me was how really where Tony's tree, which when he explains that to you, is very much more, sits very much more still, and it's got like a spiritual place that my tree can be a bit overwhelming with, and that is so true. And so ready. Anyway, I'm really excited to open this up. So the first thing I'm going to do is, am I okay to just cut everything, Tone?
I think so.
So I'm going to cut that and that, and take that off, and take that off, and let's put that away. And oh look, that is so gorgeous, because that's got DK Baxter, and this is a beautiful beautiful piece of art in itself. So I'll keep that ready for, we'll take a photograph of that. How gorgeous is that? And now, oh my gosh, this is so great. Oh wow. Wow. Oh, I love that bit. I love that. Look, it's got the sort of ground as well, which I don't, I wasn't, oh Tone, you better help me with that. Can you just lift, there we go. There we go. And so there we are. So let me just, so I absolutely adore that. I love it because it fills the whole of the painting. And what I think I love about it the most is I love the fact that down here, you know, is this beautiful meadow, and you can see the sun kind of coming through that. And of course, the thing that really drew me to this when I saw Debbie's painting was this, how it's got like a twin bark, and that they're sort of entwined, which for me is just, and look, you know, look at all this lovely sunshine coming through, and oh, I'm just loving it. I'm going to spend lots of time with my tree Yeah, and it's going to stay with me forever.
So here I am with my personal painting from Debbie Baxter too, and I have to say it's just wonderful to have this done together as a couple. I mean, it's sort of like blown us away really. So how it all works is Debbie does a tree reading with you, which for some reason I don't believe I had. Nikki had over an hour with Debbie explaining all this stuff. But obviously, you know, Debbie sends out these little booklets, so you get it with you, painting anyway. And I'd already looked at this, and you know, if you'd have said to me, what tree am I drawn to anyway, out of the trees that Debbie shows you, I knew which tree I would be, and of course, there it was on the page when I looked in the book. Now, Nikki's, of course, you know, as a couple, I just think it's so great. So Nikki obviously chose the hawthorn, better known, as she said, as the May blossom. And when we went out for a walk, do you remember, darling?
Yes.
When in May, it was like...
I was everywhere.
It was everywhere. It was absolutely everywhere. And we didn't even know that.
No.
You know, it's still there.
Not even noticed.
Never even noticed that we were surrounded by this beautiful tree. And the hawthorn stands for, according to this book, true love. It says it dissolves conflicts that keep you away from making successful relationships with yourself and others, and learn how to respond to life instead of reacting, and allowing your heart to win through. So for mine, I chose the magnolia, which has just been my favourite tree all my life. It only flowers for a small amount of time. And, you know, I always tell the story of the guy that's moved in over the road. We look out of our window and every year, you know, whenever it blossoms, I would just go, wow, that tree is amazing. And this guy's bought the house, and the first thing he did is chop the tree down. And I've never forgiven him, really, have I? I mean, he's rebuilt his house, he's done a great job of it, but he's now going to have a car park instead of a maple tree, you know, and I go, magnolia tree, sorry. Anyway, the magnolia tree stands for connection to source, learning the secret of eternal connection to the higher self that will be your ultimate guide through life and allow you to experience true bliss and happiness. So I think our two trees, which we chose independently, actually go so well together that we are going to hang them. I have a special place in the house, and sadly the lights haven't arrived yet. We're going to light them up, but we're going to hang them in a minute and you can see them. And Debbie actually painted, one of the things Nikki said was that she loves the sun part of her painting, and Debbie's painted it so the suns, we're going to put them at an angle, 90-degree angle, and the suns are in the same place. So let's just see how well. So look, Debbie has thought of like everything.
Oh my goodness me!
So let's just unwrap our maple tree. It is very exciting, isn't it? It is like Christmas. I mean, it is the best Christmas.
Maybe we could just have them sat next to each other before we finish the video.
I think it's the best Christmas present you could ever have in July. So yeah, I mean, we must have ordered them or thought about it in May, because that's when we were walking out.
We did. Because I said, she said, what do you want? And I went, I want it now.
Yeah. Anyway, yeah, this is apparently Debbie's logo or something like that.
Yeah, it's lovely.
Card. So yeah, I think we should keep those. They're really lovely, aren't they?
They are lovely. We'll have them framed or something. We could have them underneath the picture.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah. I might get the words done and put them underneath.
Yeah,
now,
like
what's really also great. Oh
my goodness me!
Magnificent.
Sky.
Oh wow! And there's the sun, so it marries up with your sun. Wow, and the blueness and the petals. This is my favourite thing. And obviously, once the petals go, they don't last that long. It goes into, you know, an ordinary looking tree, but how lovely is the light and the sun, and like you say, the meadow. It's just phenomenal. So I think I will get the meaning and put it underneath to remind us. And obviously these paintings they're like, you know, part of, I don't know where to put the book, but it's like how to use the secret language of trees to heal your life. So it's not just a painting, this.
No,
this is like a tool to help you heal. So whatever pains you've got when you do the tree reading, then you find the perfect tree for you, and Debbie will explain how it helps to heal you. But one of the things she's done that's blown me away, which we haven't listened to yet, we're waiting for our paintings, is that she's created a meditation to have with your tree. So basically, because you know, I can't go out into nature every day, so I've got nature's come to me. I always go, if you can't go to, what do they say? If you can't go to the, Mohammed couldn't go to the mountain, so
You bring the mountain to Mohammed, yeah.
so no, something the other way round.
So
Anyway,
Mohammed to
the
I
mountain
don't
can't
know.
come to Mohammed, so he went to the mountain. Something
Yeah,
like that.
yeah.
So anyway, we're not very good at that sort of thing. But anyway, look, you know, if you
Oh,
can't
look,
go to
it's
the
got
tree,
a twin bark as well.
oh yeah. You know, if you can't go out into nature every day, which, you know, we've got trees around us, but, you know, I think this has brought special meaning to it for me. And you're supposed to sit with it and do the meditation. So you get the energy of the tree, which I know is a bit woo-woo and out there. But I've listened to Debbie's meditation and it's just phenomenal. So I'm really looking forward to sitting with it. We have a lovely chair where we're going to put it. And then we will be able to sit with it with the light on and then connect with it and then listen to the meditation and whatever challenges you've got in your life, it will help heal you.
Wonderful.
So absolutely phenomenal. Should we put them just side by side?
Oh, yes.
So that you can see them, and then I'm going to hang them up and then we'll take a picture of them in position.
Sorry about the moving around with the camera.
But yeah, so you can see how she's done that sun beautifully, at the same height and everything. So they are painted as a pair, which I think as a couple, you know, this is what we always say about investing in your relationship. We have spent much time, energy, money investing in our relationship, and I just go, what a beautiful way to make sure that you've got something in your house that represents you individually but also collectively. Where you're working on your relationship and your life.
Wow.
Healing any past challenges, pains and stuff, and leading a wonderful future. So
Fantastic.
thank you, Debbie.
Yeah,
They
thank you,
are
Debbie Baxter.
phenomenal.
Incredible.
Phenomenal.